Hello, welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. Needed to continue on the discussion of Leviathan, that old writhing sea serpent that is the chaos monster in early Bible theology and in the mythologies of ancient cultures. And so we have creatures named Lotan and Litanu and other similar sounding names to Leviathan that exist in the cultures in the ancient or the Middle East area where the Israelites were. But we also have this chaos monster that needs to be defeated to obtain order in the world, and that shows up in Chinese and Norse mythologies. So it's extant throughout the world, similarly to the way flood stories exist in cultures around the world. And so we have this chaos monster that needs to be subdued in order to develop order. And so the idea in Genesis 1:1 is that God created the earth, but had to subdue this primordial chaos in order to have an orderly earth upon which he could create all the things that we have now, bringing land forth, putting plants on the land, then having animals, first the swarming types in the ocean and in the air, birds, insects, fish, and Tananim, the great monstrous sea creatures, of which Leviathan is kind of the utmost. And then we have the creation of land animals, those that breathe air, the apex of which would be humanity. And so we have this chaos needing to be overcome in order for God to create an orderly world. And the problem I've had with that is that the chaos would indicate that God did not have the initial creation coming from nothing. He didn't just speak everything into existence, but it came out like this chaos that existed before he even got started, and he had to tame it and then create upon it. And my idea has been that the creation was much like a drop of water that he would have suspended into space and then began to form and fill it. And so in the Genesis account, we have the earth was formless and empty, without form and void. And God then would take that formless thing, like a drop of water that just goes to whatever shape of a container you put it in, and he draws out the land and then begins to shape it with the firmament, waters below, waters above, and then he has the option to fill it. And so beginning in day 4, we get the sun, moon, and stars to represent the light bearers, and we have the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and then God creates humanity and all the animals. And so it isn't necessary that it have been a chaotic existence that God brought order to. He was simply forming and filling his initial creation.